Hey gang, it's been a while since I made a good video. Let's review Save the World. Okay, so I guess I can't really review Save the World without showing you any of the gameplay of the story. But I can't go back and record any because I already finished the game. And I don't want to go and finish it again. That's hundreds and hundreds of hours down the drain. Okay, I'm going to try my best to describe it and show the gameplay I do have. So Save the World can be described with two terms: PvE, player versus environment, or player versus everything, and co-op. So you are cooperating with pretty much everyone unless you're trading and then feels like everyone's against you. We will go into that later, but there's also a story with it, which is very meaty, very long, and very grueling and repetitive. However, it's great. So that's what I got. The gameplay may seem like it's the most interesting. However, I don't care about gameplay. It's all about the story for me. So let's talk about it. So the story starts out with Huts kind of just taking over the planet. I don't know if they explain why. They just kind of do. They're also in space. And you kind of just do stuff to get rid of them. It's a lot of random stuff. You meet some people like Desiree, Dr. Vinderman. They're probably some of the more important people in the game. If you follow the story really deeply, they're probably more important. Also, people get angry at each other for no reason. They just kind of do that. It's part of the plot, part of the charm. There's also, like four main kind of areas. There's Stonewood, Plankerton, Caney Valley, and Twine Peaks. Twine Peaks, I think, was added later, so it's not part of the main story. You don't get any quests for it. But, yeah, you have rocket missions in between each zone. That's kind of a story way of tying why you're there. And, yeah, there's also a Storm King at the end of it all, where you have to destroy this ultimate Storm King. I don't really know why. I didn't really pay attention. You just kind of do. And then I guess that's supposed to solve stuff, but it doesn't really because you have to destroy it again in Twine Peaks. Yeah, it's kind of convoluted. Look it up. I don't care.
You're the best of the best, but don't tell anyone. I'm not supposed to have.
Oh shoot, I have that unlocked now?
Gameplay. Get this, there's guns, melees, and traps. There's also a lot of building, which is very big in the game, big part of the gameplay, where you're supposed to build around and defend certain, I guess, objectives. There's, I'd say, only about 3 missions where you don't have to do that in pretty much any way. And even then, you really kind of have to still build out some stuff. But yeah, building forts and traps is a really big part of it, especially if you're soloing the game. It's really, really hard to do pretty much anything without building. And yeah. So, building, guns, swords, also upgrading perks and upgrading that is a big part of it as well. It's not really gameplay, but it's, I guess, ties into it pretty well. As you can see here, I'm upgrading my anti-air traps. Surprised with how much epic flux I have, which is how you can upgrade the perks of some stuff. You have to play this game for hundreds of hours to really even understand part of what you're doing. I don't even understand it, and I've played it for 300 plus hours. Alright, I'm going to give this part its own segment, and this is trading, which is something the Save the World player is going to have to do at some point or another. Now, it's essentially you giving your stuff to someone, and you getting something back. Okay, it's what it sounds like. You're trading items. And, for example, I could have, like, a bunch of materials to build out of, and, like, pretty much nothing to craft something. I could trade with someone who doesn't really craft that much, but builds a lot. It was the exact same kind of player a couple days ago, which lasted, I'd say, a couple months. You giving is kind of showing the same kind of player. Doesn't matter. But because I like to use rocket-propelled grenades or RPGs a lot, I need a lot of ref ore to craft rockets. So I need to trade to get that stuff. And it also helps a lot so you're not grinding super much. Alright, I'm going to skip over duping. Don't do it. It'll get me on a blacklist. But people also trade services in the game. So essentially, someone could boost you to a high power mission and get you a lot of rewards through the mission instead of just giving you stuff. And then you can pay them in return whatever you see fit or whatever they see fit. And yeah, that actually works pretty well. Guess what? People cheat and lie. This isn't fair. Yeah, so people scam you out of items sometimes. I haven't seen it in a while, but just be careful with who you're trading with. If people says that they're eating KFC and their finger slipped, run. Some of you may understand that. However, I haven't really seen it in a long time, mostly because I'm using trusted services, I guess, to trade with people. Like, right now, here's the thing. On Discord, there is a server which you can join. It's all about Save the World. It should be called r/Fortnite Save the World. So it's a Reddit Discord server, but they have a ton of stuff on here. You can trade, and you can trade the services as well. There's a lot of stuff on here. And it is the Discord server I use the most because it has a lot of useful stuff for Save the World players. Use that. I have never gotten scammed on it once. And there are also some pretty good deals with people that just want to give stuff away. Okay, I probably already skipped over a lot. Whatever, that's the main stuff you will have to know. Now, final consensus. Should you play the game? It really depends. Do you like the Second Amendment? If so, then you're probably going to have a great time. Messing with guns is fantastic. And there's also a lot of guns, and you can also customize them to your liking. Not mostly cosmetically, both like stats and stuff like that. Now, if you like stories that are wacky, long, grindy, and kind of dumb, this is probably also for you. If you hate stories, this is probably also for you, because the story is pretty much completely optional. You can progress really far without the story. You used to not be able to do that, but now you can get all the way to Twine Peaks without pretty much without finishing anything past the prologue, which is kind of crazy, because you don't see any games do that now. You have to progress through the story to get any meaningful progression or rewards. You can do anything in this game, and it doesn't matter. This game is basically Minecraft if it was co-op, 4v everything, online. Okay, that is kind of Minecraft, but it's Minecraft, but it's Minecraft. Okay, that last segment was a joke. It's not really Minecraft, but it was a big inspiration during development. If you watch some development stories, they always say what Minecraft and Terraria were the two biggest kind of inspirations for them, and they wanted to make something more multiplayer focused. And yeah, you can definitely see that. There's mining, building, big parts of the game. And then you also got the kind of competitive, or not really, but you got the combat kind of guns up here, and you got the building down here, and then you mining, Minecraft guns. But yeah, it's really interesting. It's really cool. If you would like to play it, spend $16, okay? I don't know. Epic said they're going to make it free in 2018. They're liars. But, last thing, is the game good? I don't know.